I'd also request everyone to kindly keep your mobile phones either in the switched off or silent mode, kindly. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest for today, the Honorable Union Minister of Ayush, Port Shipping and Waterways, Shri Horbananda Khonwal Mohoday, has already reached the venue and he'll be joining us in a short while. I request all our delegates to kindly settle down and also to keep your mobile phones either on the switched off or silent mode, kindly. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly settle down. Ladies and gentlemen, can we rise and welcome our chief guest, the Honorable Union Minister for Ayush, Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Horbananda Khonwal Mohoday. I request our chief guest and our honorable dignitaries to kindly take their seat on the dais. We welcome the Honorable Union Minister, Shri Horbananda Khonwal Mohoday. We also welcome the Honorable Union Health Minister, Myanmar, Mr. Seth Hang Win. We welcome you, sir. We also welcome the Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush, Women and Child Development, Dr. Munjabara Mahendra Bhai Mohoday, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Maldives, Safia Mohammed Syed, ma'am, and we also welcome the Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, sir. We welcome everyone to the dais. Namaskar, Swagatam. Let me begin in my mother tongue, Uposthit Homo Hudhibrindaloi Janaisu Usmo Adorni. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Ayush, I once again welcome each and every one of you present here this morning to this inaugural session of the B2B Conference and Expo on Traditional Medicine. Well, an event which is aimed to provide an opportunity to the regulators as well as the business leaders in all the SCO and partner countries to deliberate on various issues of traditional medicine, aspects such as products, services, education, skill development, etc., and to deepen the trade and friendship among each other in the area of traditional medicine and allied field. सभी महानुभावों का आज के इस विशेष सभा में मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं स्वागत करती हूँ. We begin by formally welcoming all our dignitaries on the dais, and for that may I request the Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Shri P.K. Pathak sir, to kindly do the honors. We welcome Honorable Union Minister of Ayush, Port Shipping and Waterways, Shri Horvananda Khonwal Mohodoy, offering the Pulam Gamusa and a flower. আজিৰ এই সভাখনিলৈ আপোনাক স্বাগতম জনাইছো মহোদয়. We now welcome the Honorable Union Health Minister, Myanmar, Mr. Seth Hangwin. We welcome you, sir, to Assam, to India. We now welcome the Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush, Women and Child Development, Dr. Munjapara Mahindra Bhai Mohodoy. We welcome you, sir. We now welcome the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Maldives, Safia Mohammed Said, ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. We now welcome the Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, sir. Thank you. May I now request our chief guest to kindly light the ceremonial lamp and mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion. May I also request all our dignitaries on the dais to kindly join in for the lamp lighting ceremony. এগোছি বন্তি প্ৰজ্বলন কৰি অনুষ্ঠানৰ শুভ আৰম্ভণি কৰিবলৈ লৈছে. শুভম কৰোতি কল্যাণম আৰোগ্যম ধনসম্পদঃ শত্ৰুবুদ্ধি বিনাশায় দীপজ্যোতি নমস্তুতে. So to all our delegates from different parts of the country, this shloka is part of the Deepam Jyoti Parabrahma Strota, which means I bow to the lamp of dawn dusk, whose light is supreme knowledge that dispels the darkness of ignorance and by which all can be achieved. So we salute this light, lamp. Can we continue with a round of applause as our dignitaries, our respected dignitaries, are lighting the ceremonial lamp, which is a tradition of our culture, of our Hindu culture. I thank all our dignitaries and I request you all to kindly take your seat. Dhanyabad. I now request the Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, Dr. Manoj Nisari, sir, to kindly deliver the welcome address. Kindly, sir.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, and all those who have joined online. There are many countries, those who have joined online. So on behalf of the Ministry of Ayush, I welcome to all of you to Guwahati, India, for participating in the B2B conference organized by the Ministry of Ayush under this SCO. I welcome Honorable Union Minister for Ayush, Ports and Shipping and Waterways, Shri Saravanan Sonowal, for his charming presence and enthusiasm, as well as guiding us and chairing this inaugural session. His Excellency Dr. Thait Khang Win, the Honorable Union Minister for Health, Government of Myanmar, has been kind to accept the invitation extended by the Honorable Ayush Minister and is present with us with the Myanmar team. I welcome you, sir. Dr. Mahendra Bhai Munjpara, the Honorable Union Minister of State for the Ministry of Ayush and Women and Child Development, Government of India, who is also a medical specialist and has been guiding us with his immense practical experience of providing medical services to over 1 million patients almost free of cost. I welcome you, sir. Her Excellency Dr. Safia Mohammed Said, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Government of Maldives, has also traveled a long flight. Your presence has highly encouraged us, madam. I welcome you. Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary Ayush, the Government of India, is practicing Ayurveda physician and a visionary leader. During his able leadership, the market of Ayush products has grown sixfold in a span of only 4 years. I welcome you, sir. Mr. Pramod Kumar Pathak, the Special Secretary, has been a guiding force to the entire team. I welcome you, sir. The B2B conference, as the name suggests, has been organized with the main focus on promoting trade in the field of traditional medicine among SCO member states and partners. This is in line with the theme Secure SCO, chosen by India's presidency for the SCO. There are total 5 different sessions, including yesterday's networking dinner, to provide opportunity to business leaders from different countries to develop linkages to deepen cooperation through trade. The detailed program can be seen by scanning the QR code given on your lanyard. To each of you, the session like Know Your Buyer, B2B meeting and others will be held in the B2B lounge, which is just behind this one, created at the end of the Ayush Pavilion at the back of this backside of the Expo. All the exhibitors and the foreign business delegates may register their requirement with the Invest India at the B2B lounge, who will facilitate the B2B meetings. The session on the second day, that is interaction with the SCO delegates, will be in the form of panel discussion, providing opportunity to business delegates to interact with them. Ministry has made provision for interpretation from English to Russian and Russian to English. Considering this is the millet year, a couple of millet recipes are served in lunch and dinner to all the delegates. The option of choosing Ayush tea is also made available to all the delegates. Once again, I welcome you. Thank you all. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone of this inaugural session. May I now humbly invite the respected Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, sir, to kindly deliver his speech. Kindly, sir.
Namaste and good morning to all. Honorable Union Minister of Ayush and Minister of Ports and Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Sri Sarvanand Sonovalji, Honorable Minister of State, Ayush and Women and Child, Government of India, Dr. Mahendra Bhai Munjparaji, Honorable Minister, Health Minister from Myanmar, Dr. Thet Khang Win, Honorable Deputy Minister from Maldives, Deputy Health Minister Dr. Safia Muhammad Saeedji, my colleagues, Sri Pathakji, Vaidya Manoj Nesriji, all dignitaries came from different countries, all participants of B2B and exhibitors. My welcome to you to all at this beautiful city of Guwahati, which is also known as Gateway of Northeast. It's a matter of great honor to stand before you on this great event of B2B conference and Expo on traditional medicine under India's presidency of SCO, Council of Heads of State, organized by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India at Guwahati. This is being organized to strengthen the economy and healthcare system of traditional medicines across SCO countries and partner countries to promotion of traditional healthcare systems. Honorable Indian Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, in his remarks at SCO Summit held on 16 September 2022 at Samarkand, said that, quote, "We must increase cooperation on traditional medicine among SCO countries. For this, India will take the initiative for a new SCO working group, on traditional medicine." I missed to welcome the dignitaries and participants from different SCO countries and partner countries who is not physically present, but they have joined virtually. So my welcome to you all also, and thanks for your participation. Following the remarks of our Honorable Prime Minister, is there any? As I understood, interpretation is going on simultaneously. I don't have to stop, right? Okay, then. Following his remarks, regulations for creation of the new expert working group on traditional medicine under India's presidency of SCO, Council of Heads of State, has already been completed. Ministry of Ayush, Government of India is also developing Indian standards as well as international standards in collaboration with Bureau of Indian Standards to augment the domestic as well as the cross-border trade of the traditional medicine products and services from across the globe, from India and to the India. Ayush Export Promotion Council, which is a recent initiative, has also been established for export of Ayush products and services, which will function as a dedicated platform and also work as a single window system for all type of export and import related information. So far, more than 50 products of Unani and Ayurveda have been registered in 8 countries, and Ayush products are exported in more than 100 countries. Ministry of Ayush has also taken initiative to bring a new category of food named Ayurveda Ahar under the ambit of Food Safety Standards Authority of India for spreading the goodness of Ayurveda among the masses. This move would be helpful not only in terms of growth of the sector and increase the international acceptability of these products, but also bring more commerce in the sector and support to the economy. Ministry of Ayush has also signed a donor agreement with WHO for developing a second module in the traditional medicine chapter of the International Classification of the Diseases, revision ICD-11, and deputed experts at WHO headquarters Geneva for supporting the work of International Pharmacopoeia of Herbal Medicine and for the work related to development of WHO terminology for Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani. With the initiative of the Prime Minister to promote and establish yoga at the international level, the United Nations General Assembly took a historic direct decision in 2014 to declare the 21st June as the International Day of Yoga. Various R&D activities, COVID care activities have been undertaken by Government of India. A lot of new researches, repurpose of traditional medicine has also been done in India. Actually, the Government of India has released National Clinical Management Protocol based on Ayurveda and Yoga for the management of COVID-19. That was the historic development in India in the traditional medicine. I would like to reiterate the statement made by the Prime Minister in the year 2017 that the last 2 decades were dominated by IT sector and the next in the turn for traditional medicine. So now it is happening in the right direction, and we call this as Amrit Kal, which will be an era of the revolution of traditional medicine. I once again extend my warm wishes to all the SCO member states, observers and dialogue partners, and also the exhibitors and B2B participants, delegates from 14 countries. I hope for the grand success of this wonderful event. My pranams and namaskar.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Maldives, Safia Mohammed Said ma'am, to kindly deliver her speech.
Honorable Union Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarmananda Solova. Honorable Union Minister of State of Ayush and Women and Child Development, Dr. Munjbara Mahendrabal. Honorable Minister of Health of Myanmar, Dr. Ted Khang-Win. Esteemed guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome and assalamu alaikum to you all. I'll try to keep this short and sweet so that we can move on to the more interesting speakers. I'd like to start by telling you a little bit of a story about that has been passed from generation to generation amongst the women in my family. It's a story of friendship and also survival and also learning and research. A learned man in the field of medicine from a Middle Eastern country asks this boy if he would like to make a journey to the Far East. Mind you, this child is actually dying, so he doesn't have much to lose. And he's very much interested to travel to the Far East, making the end of his life more interesting. The doctor advises the boy, on the way to Far East, he is to drink the sap of this plant, to grind the bark of this tree into a powder and consume it as a tea, to do this sort of exercise, and to sleep under the cover of this tree, and to follow his instructions to a T, and follow up with one of his friends in the Far East, a doctor, and advise him and give him and note the instructions down, note his experience down, and hand over his experience in writing to the doctor, who's his friend in the Far East. So this child on the way to the Far East does all of this, follows the instructions to a T, and lo and behold, the doctor from the Far East pronounces him fully cured. So the doctor from the Far East actually sends another boy, a boy from the Far East, who has been diagnosed with some incurable disease, gives him his own instructions and tells him to follow his instructions to a T, passes him a letter and tells the boy to write down the instructions, to write down his experiences and pass along his treatment plan and diagnosis to his friend in the Middle East. And the boy does this on his way to the Middle East. And his friend, the original doctor from the Middle East, pronounces him fully cured. These are the stories that are passed along generation to generation, stories about medicine. And once you start working in the health sector, you realize these rich stories are actually about traditional medicine, going back eons to the time when civilization was first established. This shows the historical value of traditional medicine, the wisdom and expertise collected over centuries. We cannot discount the significance it holds in the development of modern treatments and pharmaceutical drugs today, like aspirin, for an example. In fact, WHO reports that over 40% of pharmaceutical formulations today come from traditional medicine. For millions of people, herbal or traditional treatments used to be their only source of healthcare, especially in the rural areas of developing countries, including the Maldives. Currently, according to WHO estimates, 88% of all countries use traditional medicine, such as herbal medicines, acupuncture, yoga, and the list goes on. We also cannot deny that traditional medicine has grown from a $1 billion industry to a $1 trillion industry that actually ranges from global health, wellness, beauty, even pharmaceuticals. What's even more curious, that amongst the elite of some affluent countries, traditional medicine is used as an alternative to standardized and regulated treatments. This is because traditional medicine is often viewed as a more individualized and caring alternative to what is construed as depersonalized standard medical care. There is also a long-standing belief that natural products equal to good and safe, and in some cases, these assumptions can lead to dangerous consequences. It must be acknowledged that some forms of traditional medicine do not yet have the adequate evidence to support safe consumption. The formulation of certain herbal remedies are not yet as rigorously tested to ensure its quality, and the standards for production are not as controlled as pharmaceutical drugs in some cases. Often side effects caused by mixing two or more natural ingredients are not as well identified or informed to the consumer in some cases. This was reflected during the Executive Board discussions around extending the 2014 to 2023 WHO Traditional Medicine Strategy. While many member states welcomed the inclusion of traditional medicine health interventions, member states of the Southeast Asia region called for promotion of quality and safety by developing regulatory frameworks for traditional medicine and its practitioners. Member states requested for WHO support to develop traditional medicine strategies to integrate it into primary health care, leading to universal health coverage and achievement of health for all. From the Maldivian perspective, practitioners of Maldivian traditional medicine, which is called Divehi Besverikang, were traditionally some of the most influential and powerful people in our country and communities. As narrated in the story, Divehi Besverikang borrows heavily from Middle East, India, and Sri Lanka. Our practitioners today, through globalization, have expanded it further and brought in practices from even more countries, integrating them into Divehi Besverikang. The industry now includes practices for beauty, wellness, mental health, sports injuries, and the list goes on. However, while our regulators have mechanisms to register and license practitioners and alternative Ayurvedic and Divehi-based practices, we lack a legal framework and guidelines that would assist in regulating the industry, making it safe and foolproof for our consumers. Which is why the establishment of the Global Center for Traditional Medicine is welcomed by us and member states both regionally and globally, especially when NCDs and mental health is rising to dangerous levels, claiming millions of lives. In April last year, when Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, laid the foundation stone of this center, Director General of WHO, Dr. Tedros, noted that while traditional medicine is widely used across the world, the properties of the products are often unverified. This center will change that. He said that it will focus on data, innovation, and sustainability, using science and technology to ensure the reliability, safety, and effectiveness of traditional medicine. To conclude, I leave you with a quote by the former Director General of WHO, Dr. Margaret Chen, from her speech at the WHO Congress on Traditional Medicine. She said, "Traditional medicine has much to offer in terms of prevention, comfort, compassion, and care. Thus, let us all work together to strengthen the traditional medicine sector with modern technology and science and support our practitioners in this traditional art of compassionate care and healing." Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts. May I now invite the Honorable Union Health Minister of Myanmar, Dr. Seth Hang-Win, sir, to kindly deliver his valuable address. Kindly, sir.
Minglawa, good morning, His Excellency Shri Srambandra Sonjawal, Honorable Union Minister of Ministry of Ayu, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Dr. Munjara Mohandra Ba Kalavo, Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Ayu and Women's and Child Development, Honorable Deputy Union Minister of Health from Maldives, Honorable distinguished ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to deliver a speech in this very important gathering of the traditional medicine practitioner among SCO members. member states, observers countries, and dialogue partners. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank host country, the government of India, for inviting Myanmar delegation to this great event. Your warm welcome and hospitality are indeed tremendous. As you all know, the scope of traditional medicine is very wide. The traditional medicines are generally easily available, affordable, and commonly used over many countries for its cost effectiveness. Not only in Myanmar, but also in any other parts of the world, traditional medicine has strong historical and cultural roots. Practitioners are usually well-known members of community who command respect and are supported by public confidence in their abilities and remedies. During COVID-19 pandemic, most of the countries all over the world, they are using their traditional medicine on their own way to manage and to treat COVID-19 infections. In Myanmar, traditional medicine has been regarded as an invaluable national heritage and flourishing significantly as a major part of Myanmar culture. We have 49 standalone traditional medicine hospitals and 260 traditional medicine clinics at the district and township level, providing promotive, preventive, curative, and rehabilitative services. Moreover, we have established one University of Traditional Medicine to produce qualified traditional medicine practitioners for our country. To standardize quality criteria of Myanmar traditional medicine, we have developed 17 traditional medicine standards and series of Myanmar herbal pharmacopoeia for the quality control and quality assurance of traditional medicine products. Nowadays, with the increasing demand of traditional medicine, Myanmar government, we are supporting the development of traditional medicine in every aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, as Myanmar has been recently designated as a dialogue partner at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit held at the Uzbekistan on September 2022, this is our first time to participate in this SCO conference and Expo on traditional medicine. It provides us the great opportunity to further strengthen relations and promote cooperation with SCO member states, observer countries, and dialogue partners in the arena of traditional and complementary medicines. To help alleviate suffering and maintain well-being of our people, it is a critical matter to accelerate the research on traditional medicines while standardizing the quality, safety, and efficacy of traditional medicines are also very important. Additionally, a network to mobilize various resources for sustainable uses of medicinal plants, research, and development of traditional medicine should be established and strengthened. I am sure these mega events will not only provide golden opportunity for the regulators and business leaders in all SCO member states and partners, but also it will promote trade and strengthen friendship among each other in the area of traditional medicines and allied fields. To conclude, I believe that at the end of this conference, each of us will be better equipped to develop sustainable programs for cooperation on traditional medicines among SCO member states, observer countries, and dialogue partners. I wish you all every success in your deliberations and a very productive conference. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
We once again welcome you, sir, to our state. Thank you for your valuable speech. May I now humbly invite the Honorable Union Minister of State for Ayush and Women and Child Development, Dr. Mujbara Mahendra Bhai Mohodoy, to kindly deliver his speech. Kindly, sir.
Honorable Sri Sarvanand Sonowalji, Union Cabinet Minister, Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Government of India. His Excellency Dr. Thet Kang Gwin, Honorable Union Minister of Health, Myanmar. Her Excellency, Ms. Safia Mohammed Said, Deputy Minister of Health, Maldives. Vaidya Rajesh Kotechaji, Secretary Ayush, Government of India. Sri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Dr. Manoj Nesri ji, Advisor Ayurveda, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. And all the delegates representing the government and business houses from the member states, observers and dialogue partner countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. I will also like to welcome the participants who have joined us in the virtual mode, and a very good morning to all of you. It is my pleasure to welcome all for this grand event, B2B Conference and Expo on Traditional Medicine under India's presidency of Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Heads of State, organized by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. India has long history of using traditional medicine for healthcare. The historical evidence shows that India had trade of traditional medicine with Egypt, Persia, Eurasian countries, China, Mongolia since ages. The ancient texts of Ayurveda and Yoga were translated in many foreign languages of those days. Many foreign scholars used to visit India to learn Indian philosophies, Ayurveda, Yoga, etc. These systems are well confined over since ancient time. India is celebrating 75 years of independence from colonial rule. In these 75 years, India has laid lot of emphasis on quality assurance of education and practice of Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Swaripa, and also the homeopathy. All together are called as Ayush systems. Ayush is Sanskrit word, means life. The Ayush system means the system for life. Acknowledging the importance of these systems, Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi ji created a Ministry of Ayush to lay special focus on these systems to provide health care and increase outreach of healthcare services. Many regulatory provisions as well as accreditation mechanisms are in place to ensure quality of Ayush products. India has also taken lead to develop country's integrative medicine policy to integrate traditional system of medicine and modern medicine while ensuring their training, research and safety. This will enable India to provide solution to the world, bridge the gap areas in healthcare and complement every recognized system of medicine. India has also taken many steps in promoting traditional medicine through digital modes. The India's initiative, vision and progress was also acknowledged by Mr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, the DG WHO, during his India visit on occasion of Ayurveda Day on 13th November year 2020. India enjoys friendly relationship with all the SCO member states and partner countries. Ministry of Ayush has also established bilateral relations with almost all the countries under this forum. The establishment of expert committee working group for traditional medicine under SCO framework will provide opportunity to engage in dialogue among the member states and partner countries and to deepen the existing cooperation. At the end, I want to express my gratitude to all the SCO member states, observer and dialogue partner, and hope this event will be purposeful and successful in all aspects. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now take the honor of inviting the visionary leader who has set out with concrete steps and bold initiatives to bring his vision of transforming and regenerating our nation by the propagation, education and research of traditional medicine systems and to project it in the world map. Ladies and gentlemen, amidst a warm round of applause, please join me as I welcome the Honorable Union Minister for Ayush, Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Horbananda Khonwal Mohodoy, for his presidential address.
Namaskar. Welcome to the beautiful city of Guwahati, Assam, India. Respected Dr. Mahendra Bhai Manjuparaji, Honorable Minister of State for Ayush and Women and Child Development, Government of India. His Excellency Dr. That Khang Win, Honorable Union Minister of Health, Government of Myanmar. Her Excellency Madam Safia Muhammad Said, Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, the Government of Maldives. Respected Vaidya Rajesh Koteshaji, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Respected Pramod Kumar Pathakji, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Respected Manoj Nesariji, Advisor, Ayurveda, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Respected dignitaries, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to greet the health ministers, expert, official, business delegate from different SCO countries as well as from India for joining this important B2B conference and Expo on Traditional Medicine organized by Ministry of Ayush under India's presidency of SCO Council of Head of State 2023. India is the land of knowledge and is bestowed with abundant natural resources. India is one of the 17 mega biodiverse countries in the world with a forest coverage of 7,13,789 square kilometers, that is 21.71% of the country's geographical area, with 45,000 identified plant species. India has made best use of available natural resources through traditional system of medicine to provide health care to people as well as towards achieving the goal of universal health coverage. Our food and diet has a major role in maintaining our physical as well as mental health. Ayurveda and other traditional system of medicine has laid high focus on specific health benefit of various food items and their recipes in treating minor health issues as well as to supplement the therapies provided to treat various diseases. Millets play a major role in providing necessary minerals, fibers and other ingredients to the body in bioavailable forms. on India's Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposal, the United Nations has declared 2023 as International Year of Millets. Since the start of the year 2023, millets, according to the regional choice of people, are being integrated in daily diets. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, yoga has achieved universal acceptance across the globe. The International Day of Yoga is celebrated every year on 21st of June with great enthusiasm worldwide. Yoga has immense potential in providing stability to body and mind. Daily practice of yoga helps to maintain harmony even in difficult situations. As you all know, Indian traditional system of medicine have played a vital role in the mitigation and treatment of COVID-19. Ministry of Ayush has supplied Ayurveda medicine to many other countries to protect themselves from COVID-19. The Global Center for Traditional Medicines of World Health Organization being set up at Jamnagar, Gujarat, India, with the support of India, will help member countries in taking enabling steps in their respective countries for strengthening education and practices of traditional medicine. It can act as a force multiplier in each member state in providing an access to safe, effective, and low-cost coverage for promotion of health and prevention of disease in all member states. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, at the SCO summit at Samarkand on 16 September 2022, has remarked that India will take the initiative for a new SCO working group on traditional medicine. This B2B conference and Expo on traditional medicine under SCO is organized by the Ministry of Ayush to deepen the cooperation among member countries and partners through dialogue and trade in the field of traditional medicine. I am sure that the B2B conference and Expo on traditional medicine will provide an opportunity to business delegates who have traveled from various countries to interact with each other. I convey my best wishes to all and request everyone to enjoy the beautiful land of Assam, India. With these few words, I again extend my heartfelt greetings to all of you here present. And I wish you a very, very fruitful and memorable stay at Guwahati, Assam, India. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your guidance and for your thought-provoking words. We'll now proceed for the felicitation of our guests, our dignitaries, for their kind presence at the inaugural session. And for that, may I once again invite the Special Secretary, Shri P.K. Pathak, sir, to kindly do the honors. We convey our regards, our thanks to the Honorable Union Minister of Ayush, Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Horbananda Khonwal Mohodoy, for being the captain of the ship, for being a wonderful host, and for organizing a program, an event of this stature. An airy shawl, the handloom product of Assam, the pride, the one-horned rhino. We'd now like to felicitate the Honorable Union Health Minister, Myanmar, Mr. Seth Hang-Min, sir. Sir, this is the airy shawl, a handloom product of Assam, and the one-horned rhino, the replica in wood. We'd now like to felicitate the Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush, Dr. Munjapara Mahendra Bhai. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We now felicitate the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Safia Mohammed Said Ma'am. Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, sir. Thank you, everyone. We have almost we'd also like to give our regards to Special Secretary Shri P.K. Pathak, sir, offering the traditional Eri shawl. Thank you, sir, for joining us at the inaugural session. I now invite the Under Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Ms. Sheila Turkey, ma'am, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, all. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. I would like to thank the Honorable Union Minister of Ayush and Port, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, Honorable Minister of State of Ayush and Women and Child Development, Shri Munjpara Mahendra Bhai ji, our special guests from Myanmar, Honorable Dr. Tae Kaing Win, Honorable Union Health Minister and Honorable Deputy Minister of Health, Maldives, Her Excellency Saifia Mohammed Saeed, respected Secretary Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, and respected Special Secretary Shri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji, for blessing us with their gracious presence. I would also like to convey deep regards and hearty thanks to Dr. Manoj Nesri, Advisor Ayurveda, whose constant guidance and support have helped shape this conference. I, on behalf of Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, thank all the honorable foreign delegates who have joined both through virtual and physical mode from SCO member states, observers and dialogue partners, and graced this event. In the end, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for gracing this inaugural event. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for joining us at the inaugural session. With this, we have come to the end of the inaugural session, which will be followed by the technical sessions. So now may I request the exhibitors to kindly move to the exhibition booths, as Honorable Minister Sir will now be inaugurating the exhibition with our foreign delegates. After the ribbon cutting, he will also take a tour of the exhibition. And here is an announcement that we have two halls. Hall 1, the industry exhibitors, and Hall 2, the Ayush Pavilion and the B2B lounge. So once again, I thank you everyone for joining us at the inaugural session. सभी महानुभावों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन करते हुए अब हम दिन की पहली सभा का समापन करते हैं. This will be followed by the technical sessions, and at the end, at around 7 o'clock, we will join you again for the cultural evening. Thank you everyone, and have a great day ahead.